All right, so welcome back. And we want to talk to you about, well, this is going to be a follow-up video to what we were talking about before. And we had that storm come through here. Not really storm, but a deep freeze. And we got down into the teens at some point in time. And I was talking about how I was going to take care of the hoses. And I was using compressed air to clean all the water out, to make sure everything, there was no water in the line so it would freeze and crack in our hoses. So I can tell you this, everything worked out really, really, really well. So I kind of had a routine where every night I came home from work and I checked all the hoses, make sure that there's no ice left in them, and there wasn't, because it warmed up enough during the day where everything had thawed. And then literally I went through and I filled up all the troughs and made sure all the animals had water, and I didn't have any problems. Except one night I figured, I was like, you know what, inside the barn everything will probably be fine, and I left the extensions on the water line and they had water in it, and that froze and it cracked one of those. So considering all of it, I think we did really, really well, and we didn't really lose a whole lot. We had a potential of losing, probably all the hoses would have been lost because of it froze so deep here. So I think that was a success. Our outdoor spigots, that little quick thing that I used to put it together, when I used that box from the decking screws and I used that creatine jug.
Our son corrected him real quick on that one.
Yeah, but I buy it so I can say it how I want to say it, and it's all good. So let's talk about other stuff going on here at the home front. I had to shave this week, so I lost my beard, and that was rough, but got to do what I got to do because of my other job. I'm required to have a cleaner look for what I do, but that's okay. And we're currently waiting for Faith to still have her calf. All right, so here's Faith. She wants to be on camera. She knows she's loved, for sure. And I'm telling you, she's looking really, really good. Right, Faith? You doing good? She's awesome. And so going by everything that I've read, she's been leaking that mucus for probably about 2 weeks now, and that's normal to be doing that. She just really developed, they're called, I think, milk veins on the lower part of her belly. Those are very prominent right now. I feel like the calf is sunk deep down into her belly, so you can see her ribs more right there. Her ribs are more evident, and she hasn't gotten yet. There's like a really, like, their gait, it will change where it looks like she starts to drag her back legs a little bit. She hasn't started doing that. Her gait is pretty much the same, even though it's been semi-lordotic for the last couple of weeks because she's been so big, but it really hasn't changed where she's like almost like dragging her back legs along with her. So right now I'm thinking that we're still a day or so out from having this calf because of that, which is good because today's Thursday. I have to work tomorrow, and obviously if I have to take care of her, I will, but I'd much rather have that calf be born on the weekend. And the reason why that is this will be our first time having an actual cow in milk, and I really want to have the time to spend and make this like a real calm experience with the milking, because I'm gonna have to hand milk her for sure. Her teats are absolutely huge, so I will be hand milking her twice a day. I ordered some extra large bore pieces for our milk machine that I'm gonna try to gradually work with her to see if that works, but they might not work. They might not be large enough for her teats, so that's okay. I have ordered already all the milk jars so we can put our milk into them. I ordered a hand milking kit, so we'll have all that. So really looking forward to it. Want to make sure we do it right. We take our time and everything works out well for her. So what I'm planning on doing, probably not tonight, maybe in the next day or so, I plan on moving all the other cows out of this small paddock and into this larger one over here, with the exception of Faith, who is like loving to be the center of attention right now. She loves being on the camera, like absolutely loves it. And you can see Hallie in the back right there. If I leave Faith in here, when it comes time to moving her and getting her on her lead, and she's really good about going on her lead, I'd rather not have interference from the other cows. I'd rather be able to just come in and get her, open her gate, and it's all about Faith, at least at the beginning. And then here comes Hallie. And Hallie's really cooperative for the most part. I think that they just like my attention, so Hallie seems to kind of fight for my attention when I'm in there with Faith. So because of that, I'm gonna move Hallie out there with the rest of the cows in this other paddock, just for the time being, until I kind of get a really good routine. And I wanna be able to really help these cows have a good experience with this. So with that being said, I'm gonna move all the cows out there and I'm gonna keep Faith right here so we can get a good start to that. So I wanna kind of show you where I am foreseeing this going with the milking here in the morning and with our cattle in the future. So right here behind me is a gate, and below that I gotta readjust this gate over the weekend so our guardian dog isn't able to just slide right underneath it. And good old Chester getting in our way a little bit. It's not perfect. So now over in this area right here, this is where we run our chicken tractors, but we don't use the whole area. So I want to utilize it for something, and I think having another little small corral right here for the cows could be extremely beneficial, possibly thinking about that angle. And then coming over here, right inside the door, right there, Lisa's gonna open this up for me, or for us.
Chester wants lots of attention right now.
Right there's the milking stanchion that I built, and we'll link below the video for that shows how I did that. Now, right over here, we have our goats, and they are due to kid hopefully in the first week of June, if timing works out right. So we plan on milking them also. And I have another milking stanchion in there for them. It's already built, and we have a milking machine that's set up for them specifically. But this area where I'm walking right now currently is not being utilized for anything. I'm just mowing it. So I had pigs here at one point. We're definitely going to get pigs again, especially with having all the extra milk potentially. But I have a gate right here. So I'm thinking the majority of this is already fenced off because I've got a fence all around the perimeter. I've got a fence around the goats, and all I need to do is just fence in a little bit here, and I can have this become a whole nother corral for like Faith and Hallie to come into before I milk them in the morning. And they can go right into the stanchion right there, and I can put them right back out onto the pasture really easily by just moving like 1 or 2 gates. So I think that's something that I'm going to look into doing here in the near future. I've already got the fencing. I've got a couple extra gates. So I think I'm going to end up doing that just to make things go a little bit easier for me, moving cows around and stuff like that, rather than having to walk them so far. They'll walk to me optimally, and then I'll just have to move them a couple feet. So that'll help me with being more efficient and effective with the amount of time that I've got. So that's just a little recap of what's going on here right now at the farm. Want to keep you up to date as to where we're at. We're still on baby watch with Faith, and I really think that that little one's gonna come. My guess is over the weekend. At least I'm hopeful. Tomorrow's Friday. It's going to be a long day at work, so I really, really am hoping that she will calf over the weekend, which would be perfect for us. So we're really looking forward to it, looking forward to seeing this little Belfair. And yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. And I want to show you guys something. Check out that sunset. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? So this makes it all worth it. It's so awesome seeing these sunsets on a nightly basis. So thank you.